Here are two streets in the UK. One is in the city centre with terraced houses. The other is in the suburbs with semi-detached homes. While the houses on these streets are different, there's something which they all have in common. They're all heated by heat pumps. But how did these streets make the change to low-carbon heating when others haven't? It's all thanks to a new approach called clean heat neighbourhoods. Currently, governments across the UK rely on individual households to make the switch away from fossil fuel to low-carbon heating, supported by incentives and regulations. However, this individual approach may happen too slowly for the UK to reach its net zero targets. Plus, some households that rely on shared infrastructure, such as heat networks that carry heat to properties, may be left behind, while others could miss out on efficiencies of scale. But what exactly are clean heat neighbourhoods?
At Nesta, we're interested in clean heat neighbourhoods as an alternative to the current individual approach to switching to low-carbon heat. The process would involve multiple households across an area switching to low-carbon heat at a similar time. It could work on a street or a larger neighbourhood scale, or it could be a scheme that runs across a whole local authority. It may look like a collective purchasing agreement for air source heat pumps. It could be shared ground loops, or it could be a heat network that is for part of a city or the entirety of a city centre.
This is already happening in places across the country. In Bristol, a city council-backed scheme has seen a 3 megawatt heat pump installed that heats commercial and residential properties across the city.
Nesta's proposal for clean heat neighbourhoods has 5 key steps. Number 1, direction setting. So setting clear direction at both a national and local level about the changes needed to people's homes, streets and neighbourhoods. Second would be granular heat planning at a local level and communicating that with supply chains and the households. Third would be scheme design, working with the supply chain to move from zoning and planning to develop compelling offers for households. Fourth would be delivery. And delivery may look similar to the existing mechanisms, but with a couple of key differences. The first difference would be a bespoke offer for households. A second would be an improved user journey. Fifth would be reporting and iteration. We think it's important to amplify the schemes already underway, learn from them and iterate to improve capacity building and rollout.
As well as enabling the UK to transition to low-carbon heating more rapidly, clean heat neighbourhoods could also bring additional benefits. Clear transition plans would provide greater clarity as to how to move away from fossil fuel heating systems. Opting into a neighbourhood scheme could be the simplest way for households to decarbonise their homes. The increased speed of the rollout of shared systems, such as heat networks, will benefit homes that have no outdoor space or are in denser areas. And a coordinated approach will also benefit upgrades to the grid. By adopting a coordinated switch to low-carbon heat, homes would have an easier way to transition to low-carbon heating. We believe that this will only speed up the rate of adoption and take us closer to our aim of cutting emissions produced by our homes by 30% by 2030. To discover more about clean heat neighbourhoods and Nesta's work, visit our website at nesta.org.uk/clean heat neighbourhoods.